Okay, now it's yellow. Let's try to open the nose. Okay, fine. Try that one again, shall we? Python card file. Can't remember what I had to do there. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, you have to hit the item. Whee! Okay. Right, this is going to be new then. I guess I'm going to make a Sky Dodge 05. My God, right, when was this written? Revealing File Explorer. Oh, it's over there. But that's because I did the syncing. Well, I don't put a date on these normally. This must have been made 3 or 4 years ago, this Sky Dodge game. So, I wonder if you can go to the Git repo and actually see it. Fetch, more, pull, push, auto, refresh, more actions, viewers, less viewers, tree graph. Master, create new branch. I don't know how these things work. I want to kind of like just in. Open on GitHub. Let's have a look at that. So it's in daily questions. I wonder if you can see the history. PQR Sky Dodge is here 3 days ago. Where do you see the history of this playing? Histoire. This is the history. Linting the dock. That's my domino question. Well, that's 2020. Jeez. Right. So basically, 5 years on. Yeah, 5 years on, we're going to look at the code. So, okay, I'm actually going to date this. Copy. Sky Dodge 05. Original version. Right, so now I'm making the same, well, not making, I'm going to improve Sky Dodge. God, this took me ages to do when I first did it. I'm going to improve Sky Dodge, the Sky Dodge game, this time using AI. So, original version, somewhere around, it's not 2015, 2020. Let's actually go and have a little look here, because if I go back here, I must have done this just before I wrote this book, but I don't see the, when was the date of this book? October 2022. So yeah, that's about right then. Okay, fine. We can say 2020. So the original version was 2020. What the hell is... Right, okay, fine. That's our music. I don't know why it does that, but there we go. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, on here, are you supposed to, on the free music archive, silence. So like, you know, please use, I would never ever read this, but basically, you know, you should kind of like, someone else has gone through a lot of effort, I guess, to give you some free music. So, right, let's have a look. Import. We've got AI now. Everything is in one folder, but actually it's not in one folder because space background OS support image underscore folder. So there is going to be a folder here somewhere. So it is VMV. So it's image underscore folder. Yeah, okay, so right. Game folder is a part of this file, and then here is the images in here. So, I mean, the reality is if I'm going to make this Pi game, if I'm going to make this game properly, I should really move everything into the image folder. So, I'm going to have to basically make a new thingy here called new folder, not in that. Grab my Sky Dodgers. So we're here. I'm going to make a new folder. Sky Dodge. Boom. And I'm going to close this and hit save. And then Sky Dodge 05. Copy that. Yeah, I mean, I did do copy Control C. It's going to have its own assets and everything, just because there's other things in this folder. Maybe I can make it a Sky Dodge repo. Sky Dodge, there we go. And that means I'm going to have to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. Paste, there we go. Now everything should launch like that in this folder. But what I'll do is just to test it, hit F5. Sky. It can't find the thwack.5, okay. But that's because past daily questions, sky.05. Highly mixer.sound. It's the send folder. So the game folder. What is game folder then? So game folder daily questions /SkyDodge, so that's good. It's got it in there. Daily questions SkyDodge /send. No such file or directory. So it's looking for thwack-2. I don't actually see it there, ST, so it's not there. I'll go to this original image folder. I don't see that file anywhere. Not there either. Right, and there's which one did I run? Try that one again, it probably failed, but so it goes Darren Python daily questions. Right, let's try and do a close and an open of this. Just make sure that our folder's there. Right, it's definitely opened in the right folder. Okay, it's in the daily questions. Now this thing lives in this SkyDodge folder now. I'm just waiting for all of these discovering global Python things and all the rest of it. Activating virtual environment, right. Okay, so we're done. And F5 to run it. Okay. Right. Ah, there's a sound folder somewhere. Copy. Right. There we go. Whee! Passionate. Guess which one thing I'm going to pick. Come on. Whee! Okay, right, so that's good. Now that means that I can take all of my sky dodges. I will actually X, and I'm going to go daily questions, paste, skip through this file because I've already got the 05 one in there. Just sky dodge. What about 1 and 2? Did I have a 1 and 2 then? So I can delete that, and also I can now delete the, because in here I've got the send any image folder, so I've got everything in one place. Hit delete and hit delete, and then there's no more sky dodges, SKs. Right, so the place where it lives, all the assets is in here. And these are my older versions. I don't know what happened to a version 2. Right, but anyway, we're on version 5, and here we can wonder if you see that syncing in real time. Boom. Yeah, we do. September the 6th, 2025, 5 years later. This is the world's slowest game development. And right, what do we want to do? Like, what kind of stuff do we want to do? The first thing is there's no modules, there's nothing, it's just one big script. So finally, in that case, I just wonder what sky dodge is over here, if that's any better. No, because that's only, let's have a look, that's 87 lines. Sky dodge 05, we'll keep that there, is a couple of hundred lines. There we go. Right, so if name equals main, go right to the top. This is probably not the best way to do that, but let's just do it anyway. Def main. I mean, right, main function for the spy dodge game, and then pass for now. Right, at the moment, we're going to have some globals, but I might even get rid of the globals. We will get rid of the globals. We don't like globals. Def setup game. If you don't do this in the beginning, it becomes a ball ache afterwards. Right, there we go. So that's our first bit. Let's just check that that works. Whee! I'm so tempted to play the game every time. Right. Do we initialize a pie game in the setup of the game? This is more about assets. This is the assets folder. I could make this a class. I won't make it a class. I will just do, because assets just return you like some assets basically, I guess. globals. The thingy. I didn't have a. What's wrong with you then, mate? Ask for out your code. Well, save that. Right, so we call a setup game, but actually, I'm going to have to make an assets folder. So, define assets. Oh, it started passing for me. Now, it's going to have to return something. It's going to have to return like the assets. Because like image folder gets used here as the background. Do I want it to be a class or just a function that returns? And even then, might be a data class. I wonder if there's an advantage to that at all anyway. Because that's your background. Look, I kind of wonder what the best way of doing this is. Because this is the whole game. Oh dear. We've got a nested class now because of what I've done. So actually, things were in functions and stuff, so I'm going to go for a Z, 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 undo. There's nothing in the main now, but we've already got our classes in there. So if we were going, because that's all that. So now we've got classes. Right, so we've got some stuff in the body and then other stuff. Okay, right. So it's, because I use it down here, so I'm going to have to pass it into this while running. Oh dear. In this class, well, it's self-contained, image folder, image name. No, this is actually a global. Everything here is in the global namespace. How ugly. I'd have to make folders with classes. It's going to be a massive tidy up project. Basically, that's there, that's there. So this is the actual game. Hope the class doesn't reference an image name. Okay, at least it doesn't reference image name from above or anything. Right. So what I can do is take these two classes basically. So it's that class. That class here and that class here. And I think I can move them to the top basically. I'm just going to do it. There we go. Ah, that's horrible. Because it moved the whole class. It moved fuck all. Right. We'll break everything there. Don't save. There we go. Oops. Try that again. Just make sure it works. Okay, good. And well, I'll just do it the classical way, shall I? Let's just count crash. Count crash is not accessible pylons. It is accessible because I see the 2 bits here, but let's just. I guess that's because that gets commented out. Enemy count crash. Well, that only occurs once. Enemy count crash is number of enemies. It just shows number of enemies. Okay. Go to the death. Right. It says no enemies here. Right. There we go. Number of enemies equals 10. So okay, that's a 977. Right. So number of enemies is kind of like defined here. This count crash never gets used. Okay, fine. So it might get used at some point, but it doesn't get used. Oh look, I've used like Python naming everywhere. Right, I haven't. Sorry, I've used. There's the snake case, and there's the camel case mixed with snake case. Fantastic. Coded is, it's like, okay, this is like so unconventional. Just to change it, we've got something working, but just to change it back to something conventional, that's going to be nasty. Right, okay. So we'll try again. Oh, everything was in setup game. Shit. Right. So everything that's in setup game, I'm going to have to unindent. So all my classes, everything. Because setup game was a rubbish idea. Now this setup game can go anything. Right. So pass. So this function is not used at the moment. Not used at the moment. There we go. And I think we were going to move our classes up to the top first. So we'll take this class. We need to init pygame first, pygame.sprite. I don't know if you do. I think. I wonder if the GPT gives me a better, you know what I'm going to. Right, I'm going to do this. No point being in 2025 if you don't do this. Soon to be 2026. We will go to, I wonder if it's better to do it there, or you know what. I'm going to bring out the daddy. Put the code in the global. Put the code in there, right, and then we're going to give it some code. Boom! Let's see what happens. Got it, your code. There's a lot happening in the global namespace, asset loading, initialization, game loop, everything basically, right? Like, don't need close the sidebar there. Right, so got it, your code. What was in the old sidebar? Yeah, just usual stuff. Oops. Refactor the Sky. So basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm refactoring the Sky Dodge game, and got it. Your code. There's a lot happening in the global namespace, asset loading, initialization, game loop. A clean way to refactor is to wrap everything in a game class and break the code into methods, load assets, handle events, update, draw, run. This way, global variables become instance attributes and the game logic is organized. Here's a refactored version that keeps player and enemy as their own sprite classes, but moves everything else into game. Thank you, ChatGPT. Right, so there's some constants. We'll deal with that afterwards. There's our sprite classes. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll take that. There's our enemy. Def update. Okay. Right, so that's looking better. We've also got like what I was looking at is basically something like that's okay actually, because where did I say I had snake camel case? Like mouse position. Bless me, mouse position. Right, I'm going to do a rename of all of that as well, because but we won't do that yet. We're just going to test out the code. So, so that was my code. So I wonder if mouse position's here. They were my mouse positions. Yeah, they are. Look, right there, def update. So we'll deal with that. Let's just test it works. So, boom, copy code. Okay. So what we do is we do a refactor of the full code. So, well, I'm just hoping that this is going to work. I wonder, before I just do that. Yeah, it's kept all of that. Okay. I put somewhere around 2020 and that changed. Okay, but that's fine. I'll live with that. Paste. Removed lines. Okay, so look. F5. Whee! I can't help it, can I? Come on. Ooh! That's not good. Right. So I'll go back to here. I'll go back to because I've just ruined everything. That didn't work. Delete. Return cycle wheel. Copy. Paste. Try that again. Basically, everything crashed. We're back. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Fine. We're back. Right. So that refactorization didn't work initially. I'm just gonna go here. Recreating. So far I've done nothing. Okay. So I can't just bung things into ChatGPT like that completely. But it has some good suggestions, which is basically, so I've got the player, I've got the enemy. Right, so just basically make a game class. I thought I'd kind of have to do that. Maybe that's the right thing to do. So just the colours. If I leave like width, height thing and the colours out there, so they're my constants. Right, and the game class, I'm just going to like steal the idea here because it's great. It's got the Pi game in it in the game class. Okay, that makes sense. Right, let's try that. So it's line 150. I'm going to do things, but so basically I'm going to take up all of the assets and the init and the thing and all of that up to the player and exit out and go to the game class and paste it in here, and now think, oh, right. Expected indentation. Why is that? Oh, because I'm in the def in it. Okay, let's just have a look at that. Okay. Ah, I'm in the def in it. Okay. And then def handle events. Right. So at the moment, in my init, I'm putting a damn lot in the init. So maybe I don't have to put the damn lot in the init. But I'm going to have a self.aim, self.this, self.that if I do that. Pass. Ooh, let's try that. I mean, all I've done is stick everything into a class. But then I have to call it anyway. And I've got some things that aren't nice over here. Right. Yeah, like this image folder. Won't work just like that. You can't do that. So this class is broken without the image folder. And the enemy needs the image folder as well, so I can't just do that. But I can do a that was what I was thinking right in the beginning. These classes, they're not self-contained, actually. So this is actually a global, like a global asset or something. And the image folder is used here as well. The image folder is literally some sort of global. So the other stuff could, in theory, be moved. Okay. We'll deal with that later. Let's just say I moved all of that. X. V. Pass. So now I've done nothing, but it might. I don't know if it'll work. It's just spotted. Did I spot an error? That's not an error. Okay. So the order of our code's fine. so that still works now. So in the init, in the game, I could, in theory, I think, put the entirety of the game. And enemy doesn't know what enemy is now necessarily. Well, this will probably still work. If I do that, is just gonna do that, and I'm gonna copy, paste. I'm gonna make versions, so I have to keep going back. 6. Close that. Run it. Right, that's good enough. Okay. Now we go back down. And can we do that? Notice here anyway, like enemy, this is kind of, I'm going to call it bad coding in a way. Image.set color, okay. Right, so everything here and then I'll have to call a game. I just want to run the game, I guess. Game. Okay. Right. We've made progress. In the refactor. Right. So now I've kind of got everything there. But I haven't done anything because all I've got is in it and pass. Right. This class inherits from Pygame Sprite.sprites. Okay, let's start to do stuff then. So in the game, let's see what was suggested here. So handle events, init, okay. I couldn't just init this, that was incorrect anyway. bottom. These are like globals, and I don't like the globals, or at least image name. Okay, so image folder is the one in here. And sound folder. Right, so sound folder is in the game. Okay. Right. And image folder is in the player. And the enemy. And in the game. So you want some sort of like load assets. Even if I was to, like, I can either make it a class, in which case I'd have to make that. If I was to make it a class, then I'd have to. And if I was to make it a separate folder, I'd have to do that as well. What's these lines at the bottom? Oh, that's where it's found. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Right. I mean, I've done nothing at the moment then, really, in 06. But what do I want to do is actually the question. The one thing I don't like about a lot of this stuff is right. Right, okay, fine. So, you know, in theory, I could put lots of things in there, but then it would be the handle events. Okay. Right, okay, I know what to do. I shall return. I know what to do.